Hey there everyone, it is 80 here once again with another game of StarCraft 2. I have a special treat for you today. We will be featuring the one and only fan favorite vileSpanishiwa. He will be the blue Zerg spawning up here on Xel'Naga Caverns. He is very popular, gaining recognition for the use of the Ice Fisher build, which is that no gas fast expand where you get that hatchery up as soon as possible and then put up all gas mining until right around 40 supply. He used that to great success, and a lot of people were able to watch him do it very often on channels such as Husky. So I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with his style. We'll see if he does that patented Ice Fisher build this game. He has kind of moved away from it in recent history just because, I mean, when you're known for a certain build, your opponents kind of are used to it and they will be ready to counter it. So it's not quite as profitable to be using that build, so he has moved into more typical Zerg builds. We'll see what happens today. At any rate, his real name is Michael Yabu. He is an American Zerg player, of course. He is ranked 40th in the North American Grandmaster League with 489 wins and 307 losses, which is right around a 61.4% win rate for vileSpanishiwa. And his opponent for this game will be the red Protoss spawning down here in the bottom left. His name is AtmosphereCF. He is ranked 2nd in the North American Masters Division Origa Hawk with 120 wins and only 45 losses, which is a whopping 72.7% win rate for him. So we'll see if he can hold his own against a player such as Spanishiwa. And one thing about Spanishiwa replays that I noticed when I was watching casts is that most of the time when you're watching Spanishiwa, you are in fact watching him win. So we'll see if the same thing happens today in this game, or if this is indeed one of the rare Spanishiwa losses. It is, of course, a replay that I have not watched yet, so I don't know how it ends up, so I will be just as surprised as you would be if he does lose, because I've almost never seen him lose on any channels on StarCraft. So we will, anyway, watch to see what happens. I've said that enough times by now, it seems. At any rate, this will be my first cast in a while, just because, I mean, some real-life stuff came up, some family members came into town, and I was entertaining them, kind of showing them around, so, I mean, of course, real life trumps StarCraft in situations like that, but good news, I am back into StarCraft now, back into casting games, so hopefully you guys are back with me and enjoying these casts as I make them. As any rate, back to the game, we do see Spanishiwa having chosen to go with that spawning pool first, so this is not the Ice Fisher build. It will not be the typical Spanishiwa play that we're so used to. He is going to be throwing up this hatchery right after that pool, though, so he will still have a fairly quick expansion, as in the Protoss player space, we have this Cyber Core just now about 3/4 of the way done, going to be rallying out a Zealot so he can block off his ramp. He does, however, have a drone all up in his base, so he's got to worry about that first, and then the secondary objective is, of course, that Zealot being rallied right here to block off his ramp. He's going to be chrono boosting out a Stalker just to take out this drone as quickly as possible, because, of course, when you are playing a Zerg player, you want to take any scouting out before you commit to a build order, because Zerg is such a reactive race that if you can take out their ability to know what happens, you hinder them and you put them on the back feet, so to speak, because of course they can only be at their best when they know what you're doing, and if they don't have a scout in your base, they can't know what you're doing. Sounds simple enough, I'm sure. We have the Stalker just now coming in and going to be taking this drone out. Poor little drone, going to be running around a little bit trying to escape that Stalker, but, and there it goes. He really never had a chance, poor little drone, going to be taking out in a splatter of blood and gore and guts. And oh my, we have gateways going up for a Protoss player, so right as soon as he took out that scouting drone, he is going to be putting up 3 more gateways, so this will be a 4-gate coming online very shortly for a Protoss player. Spanishiwa will have to get some defenses up without knowing what's coming his way, so we'll see how he's able to react to that. We have his expansion just now getting underway. Drones coming in from the main base to help saturate that expansion. But he really has nothing in the way of defenses. No Zerglings quite yet, or maybe 2. He does have no Zerglings quite yet, so he will be in some trouble. He does have 6 on the way right now. We have this Protoss army going to be moving up to this watchtower, and this probe joining the army just to set up a proxy pylon right there, it looks like. So he will be able to warp up units closer to the front line. This Overlord's so sad that he didn't take this route to his opponent's base, because seeing this many units up at this aggressive stance would have tipped Spanishiwa up to, you know, possibly a 4-gate play coming his way. So we'll see if Spanishiwa is able to tap into his psychic senses and kind of foresee this attack, because of course he does not have any idea that this 4-gate is indeed online. So we will see if Spanishiwa is able to use that outstanding micro that he consistently shows off with that 4-gate. This Overlord being taken out will alert Spanishiwa to the fact that this many Stalkers does mean that he is in some trouble. He is going to need to get a bunch of Zerglings, and that is exactly what he's doing, getting 17, 18, or 14 Zerglings rather. I read the wrong number. We have these Stalkers just now coming onto the creep and going to be doing some damage to Spanishiwa, who's pretty heavily supply blocked at this point. These queens trying to form a little wall to repel these protest units, but there are so many Stalkers right now all up in Spanishiwa's face, killing his overlords, killing his queens, killing his hatchery. Everything is in trouble right now. His Zerglings are trying to get a little bit of a surround, but there just are not enough Zerglings. They will be able to take out this one Stalker, possibly this one as well. But the Zealots and Stalkers are still able to clean up all of those Zerglings and now are going to work on these queens. This one is very low on health, getting transfused, but it might be a case of too little, too late, as Spanishiwa just now getting another batch of Zerglings now. But unfortunately for him, there are, it seems to be 8 Stalkers right next to his natural hatchery, so he is in some serious trouble right now, as this Protoss army has very, very, very well 4-gated and is now all up in Spanishiwa's territory, attacking everything. These queens so valiant in their defense, but will get taken out, and that does force Spanishiwa to GG. So in this game, pretty simple. Spanishiwa indeed did not choose to go that Ice Fisher build, but unfortunately had that scouting drone killed right here, and as soon as that happened, AtmosphereCF jumped on the opportunity to throw up his 4-gate, and Spanishiwa was never able to scout that out, and when he got wind of the 4-gate coming his way, when that Overlord got splattered right there by those groups of Stalkers, he just did not have enough time to react, and the Zerglings he kept making just weren't enough in the end, as those queens fought for a while, but did indeed get exploded by these Stalkers. So well played by AtmosphereCF here, able to take a game off of the mighty Spanishiwa, and very rare that we actually saw Spanishiwa lose. So cherish this moment, because you may never see it again, and I'm saying that in all seriousness. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that game, and I will continue to cast because, I mean, this is my first cast in a while, and I have been jonesing for some StarCraft, so more games to come, and I will see you guys next time.